Yes. Now we have types of determinants. Types of determinants. Types of determinants. That means we have two types of determinants. We have two types of determinants. Two types of determinants. In that, the first one is first I will take first order determinant, then the definition of second order. First is second order determinant. Second order determinant. So second order determinant is what? An arrangement of four elements into two rows and two columns. Into two rows and two columns, or you can write 2 cross 2 also. 2 cross 2 also. Or you can write equal number of rows and columns. With 4 elements, what you can do? You can write 2 rows and 2 columns. Even an arrangement of 4 elements into equal rows and columns is called as second order determinant. Or you can tell an arrangement of 4 elements into equal rows and columns are also called as second order determinant. Either way you can write an arrangement of elements into 2 rows and 2 columns is called as second order determinant. Is called as second order determinant. So second order determinant is what? An arrangement of elements into 2 rows and 2 columns. For example, A, B, C, D. So these are elements. Elements are entries. So these are the elements or the entries. There are 4. 1, 2, 3. How they are arranged? I arrange in 2 rows, 2 columns. Very clearly, rows and columns are equal. That is the best way what we can do. Yes, 2 rows and 2 columns. So second order determinant, very clearly an arrangement of elements. Okay, 4 elements into 2 rows and 2 columns is called as second order determinant. Yes, please note down this example. Yes. Yes. Next one is third order determinant. Third order determinant means what? An arrangement of 9 elements. How you arrange? You have to arrange in equal rows and columns. When you want to arrange equal rows and columns, what is the best way? You can arrange that into 3 rows and 3 columns. So an arrangement of 9 elements into 3 rows and 3 columns is called as third order determinant. I give an example. You can take A, B, C. Okay, X, Y, Z, P, Q, any elements you can take. How I arranged all these elements? I have arranged into 3 rows and 3 columns. You can do the definition, an arrangement of 9 elements into equal rows and columns, or an arrangement of 9 elements into 3 cross 3. An arrangement of 9 elements into 3 rows and 3 columns is called as third order determinant. Yes, please take down. Now, second order determinant. Second order determinant. First, we'll solve the problems based on second order determinant. Then we'll go for the third order determinant. So, second order determinant, already I told you that an arrangement of elements into 2 rows and 2 columns. So, for that, we will take a determinant A, B, C, D. Then how to find the value of this, or how to evaluate this? So, the formula or the method is, what you need to do is, you need to take the product of principal diagonal elements. That means, product of principal diagonal elements product of principal diagonal elements and minus product of secondary diagonal elements. So how to evaluate? You need to take the difference of product of principal diagonal element minus the product of secondary diagonal element. Remember, this is what we call it as principal diagonal element. It is called as principal diagonal element. From the left top to the right bottom, it is called as a principal diagonal. And the elements present in that is called as principal diagonal. And this from B to C, it is called as a secondary diagonal. And the elements present are secondary diagonal elements. So that means in order to find the value of second order determinant, what we need to do is we need to take the difference of product of principal diagonal and the product of secondary diagonal. So very clearly I can write difference means what? Minus. Product of principal diagonal, that means product means what? A into D. Product means you need to multiply. Quotient means you need to subtract. Okay. Sum is what? You need to add. Difference means what? You need to subtract. So here product is given. Product means what? You need to multiply. You need to multiply what? The principal diagonal, and you need to multiply the secondary diagonal. So very clearly we can tell that in order to evaluate the second order determinant, what you need to take is you need to take the difference between the product of principal diagonal and the product of secondary diagonal. Very clearly I can write this one as AD minus BC. This is the method where you need to follow in order to solve the second order determinant. Yes, first we will do few problems based on second order determinant, then we'll go for the third order and the problems based on that. Yes. Now, I have taken few questions, exercise 1.3, 1 or 2 marks question. In that first session, I have taken first problem, fourth problem as well as fifth problem. That means we have only 5 problems. So second and third is homework for you, and it is very easy only. Now, we know that this is a second order determinant. Why? Because the 4 elements are being between 2 vertical lines, and they are arranged in the form of 2 rows and 2 columns. What you need to do is you need to multiply the principal diagonal. This is in the form of A, B, C, D. What we need to do is product of principal diagonal, that is 4 into 2. That means 2 into 4 minus 4 into minus 3. Okay, that means product of principal diagonal minus the product of secondary diagonal. So principal diagonal what we have? 2 and 4. Secondary diagonal what we have? 1 and minus 3. So the product of principal diagonal minus the product of secondary diagonal. 2 4 times is 8 minus 2 4 times is 8 minus. Now here see, here negative sign is given, here no sign is given. That means it is positive sign only. You need to be very careful. While multiplying. Of course, in division also, especially in multiplication, first you multiply the sign. Then you multiply the real numbers. Then you multiply the variable if it is given. Okay, variable if it is given. So many of the students go wrong. Why? Because they will not multiply the sign. Multiplication of sign is very important one. If you go wrong there, everything will go wrong. Whenever you find a minus sign, you check whether I need to multiply with some other number or some other sign. You need to check whether I need to subtract, whether I need to multiply or divide, or I need to add. So whenever the negative sign is given, you need to be very careful. If it is positive, that doesn't matter because here both are positive only. Plus into plus will become plus. You need not bother much about whenever the positive sign is there. Whenever negative sign is there, you need to be very careful. Okay, here also we have a negative sign, and for one, if there is no sign given, means it is positive sign only. In between that there is a multiplication sign. So first what you need to do is you need to multiply the sign. Plus into minus is minus. Plus into minus is minus. 3 one time is 3. Again, this bracket, it tells half, OF half. Bracket means what? It is OF half. Half means what? It is product of. Product of. Product of means what? Multiplication. So this bracket represents half. Half means what? Product of. Product of means what? You need to multiply. That means minus into minus. Minus into minus. 8 minus into minus is plus 3. So 8 plus 3 is the 11 for the 11 is the answer for this question. Yes. Now we'll go for the next problem. That's all. This is the answer. This is very important. Even in third order determinant also we require this. In order to solve the problems of Kramer's rule, we need this one. So this is very important one. Yes. Now this one. Again, the product of principal diagonal minus the product of secondary diagonal. X into x minus y into y. So what I can write? X into x is x square minus y into y is y square. We know that x into x is what? X to the power of 1 into x to the power of 1. According to the law of indices, a to the power of m into a to the power of n can be taken as a to the power of m plus n. According to that, these two are base. So x to the power of 1 plus 1, which is nothing but x square. Similarly, y into y also will get the y square. That is the value. That's all. Yes. Now next here, this one. The product of principal diagonal minus product of secondary diagonal. A plus b of b. Okay. Yes, of b. If you want, I'll write multiplication sign b. So a plus b, product of principal diagonal minus the product of secondary diagonal. A into a minus b. Or very clearly, I can write this one as a plus b into b. Okay. This and this both one and same only, minus a of a minus b. Now if I multiply a into b, ab, plus b into b, b square, minus, because minus sign is there. Then these two, a into a square. Here no sign, plus into minus, minus, a into a, ab. Now we are supposed to remove the bracket. ab plus b square minus, no sign means it is plus, minus into plus minus a square minus into minus plus ab. So that means we got ab. Okay, 2 times of ab plus b square minus a square is the answer for the given question. Okay, yes, please note down. Yes. Next, in the same exercise 1.3, the same exercise, second question, in that we need to find the value of x. Solve x. The first question is x7, 7x, and second question, even I have taken the fifth question also. So you forget about the one which is on the right hand side. Okay, we forget, just we get the second order determinant. Okay, then what we need to do is the product of principal diagonal, x into x minus 7 into 7. So this will become x square minus 49. or I can write x square minus 49 or x square is equal to 7 square. Now this is equal to 0. Write the variable one side, constant on the other side. So x square is equal to 49. Or I can write x is equal to plus or minus root 49. Okay, I hope you know how to write this one. So x is equal to plus or minus root 49 it is 7 square, because root 49 can be taken as root of 7 square, because root 49 is nothing but 7 into 7. So 7 into 7 is nothing but what? 7 whole square. Root and square will get cancelled. You will get the 7. That is the first value. Yes. Next one. Again, the product of principal diagonal minus secondary diagonal. So 2x minus 1 into 4 minus of 2 into 3. Okay, now this is equal to 0. Now 4 into 2, 8x. Plus into minus 4. Minus 2 3 times is 6 equal to 0. Now 8x minus 4 minus 6 is equal to 10. 8x. Remember, these two are constant values. These two are constant values and both are of a same sign. Both are of a same sign. When both are of same sign, you need to add them. Suppose we have minus 4 minus 6. We have plus 4 plus 6. We have minus 4 plus 6. Suppose if we have plus 4 minus 6. Okay, even take a different time. So here what happens? Whenever there is a same sign, whenever we have a same sign, if both the numbers or the both terms, if they have same sign, just you add 4 plus 6, 10. Here also you add. Okay, whenever we have a same sign, you add. Whenever we have a different sign like this, one positive, one negative, you subtract, you get 2. Here also you subtract, you get 2. Remember, whenever you have a same sign, you just add them. Whenever you have a different sign, you subtract them. In the next step, in all the cases, you write the greater number sign. If both are of same sign, you can write any sign, any sign, sorry. Among these two, 6 is greater, its sign is negative. See, minus 4 minus 6 will give you minus 10. Among these two, the greater number 6, its sign is plus. So plus 4 plus 6 is plus 10 only. Among these two, the greater number is 6, its sign is plus. So minus 4 plus 6 is plus 2 only. Among these two, 6 is the greater, its sign is negative. Definitely minus 6 plus 4 will give you minus 2. So this is the way. While doing addition, if the numbers they have the same sign, you add, write the greater number sign. If they are different sign, you subtract and write the greater number sign. Very clearly, if they have the same sign, add. If they have different sign, subtract. In all the cases, write the greater number sign. Here we have same sign, add 10, greater number 6, its sign is minus, which is equal to 0. So 8x, if we send that side, because this is variable, this is constant, if I send that side, that will become 10. Or x is equal to 10 by 8, both will go with 2, so x is equal to 5 by 4. Okay, you remember all the fractions, okay, should be written in the simplest form. Even though 10 by 8 is correct, but it is not as accurate answer it is. Because there is possibility of simplifying both 10 and 8 by 2, you need to simplify. Otherwise, you will get less marks. They may reduce 1 mark or half mark based on that. So remember, whenever you write the fraction, that should be written in the simplest form. Even though this answer is correct, still there is a possibility of losing marks. Yes. Now, I will take the other problem. Of course, 1 and 5th, both 1 and same only. So now the product of principal diagonal, 1 into 1 minus x into x is equal to 0. 1 into 1 is 1 minus x into x is x square is equal to 0. Okay, if you want, you can send 1 that side. Minus x square is equal to minus 1. So minus minus will get cancelled. X square is equal to 1, or I will write x equal to plus or minus root 1. Plus or minus root 1, x equal to plus or minus 1 only. Because for 1 or 1 to the power of any number, any real number, it will be 1 only. See, root 1, x, 1. Root is nothing but whole power half. Okay, 1 to the power of half is 1 only. 1 to the power of 0 is 1 only. 1 to the power of 10 is equal to 1 only. Remember, 1 to the power of any number, 1 to the power of any real number, it will be 1 itself only. 1 itself only. Yes, please copy down this one. Yes, sir. Today we discussed about the determinants, the definition of the determinants, types of determinants, that is second order determinant as well as third order determinant, and we discussed how to solve the problems based on second order determinant. Okay, and by taking few examples. So with this we'll wind up today's class. Tomorrow we'll continue how to solve the problems based on, tomorrow or in next video we'll try to solve the problems based on third order determinant. Hope you understood. For any doubts, you can please clarify. I think almost all the students have my number. If you have any doubts, you can please clarify the doubts over the phone only. Yes, thank you. If it is a universal problem, if it is the problem which doesn't understand for many students, that again I will make a video and send for you. Yes, thank you.